Okay, just started recording. We're going to see how this goes. Getting a Facebook live feed on here. Let's see what actually happens. Apparently that means I'm now live. I don't know. See if anyone joins in. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to try something different this week. As you can see, I've actually put this out on Facebook Live. There's a semi-decent chance that my machine's not going to be able to actually handle this. So we'll have to just see how it goes, really. Because I'm actually streaming it through the software that's also recording it. But anyway, welcome to the Weekly Insight. It is Monday, 4th of December 2017. What are we? About 1800, 6 o'clock in the evening. So yeah, just wanted to do the usual thing, let you know what I've been up to. I couldn't think of a decent picture to put up, so I got this stupid picture up of what I thought was Christmas, but it seems to have a sheep on it, so I don't really know what's going on there. Yeah, this all seems to be working. Let's just stick with it for a while. So yeah, what I've been up to, loads of good fun stuff as usual. Had my Christmas party on the weekend. Had a leaving drinks on the weekend. And also did went to the football, which I'm not going to talk about, which is probably now why you've got this on here and not not a photo of the football. But on a more serious note, lots of exciting things have been happening. One of which I think I'm getting a little bit ill, which is why I put that in there, but I'm feeling a bit run down. But it might just be the weekend, so we'll deal with it. But on a more formal front, yeah, I finished Entrepreneur Revolution. That was wicked. I've mentioned that before a number of times. I really recommend that. I also got Grant Cardone's Millionaire booklet. I don't know if you've anyone's read that. It's only like a fiver on Audible. You can download a PDF, but I do everything in audio because I'm trying to lever it. But yeah, pretty good. Nothing overly revolutionary, but did kind of give me a kind of kick in the right direction. You know, he was mentioning how a lot of people seem to kind of want to, have they've got their job or whatever, and then they want to go and sort of switch around the job, and so that you have a different revenue stream instead of your job. When really, what you should, what wealthy people keep doing are just adding income streams to to their portfolio kind of thing. So I keep looking over at the Facebook Live thing to see if it was working, because I can't believe it is, but maybe it is. I have no idea. Anyway. Yeah, so you've got this kind of idea of building up wealth by adding income streams and never really replacing them if you can get around it. So I'm a big fan of that as a concept. Obviously, I'm only at the start. If you think, well, I say I'm at the start. I've got a really good income stream coming from my employment. Well, really good. It's reasonable. When I mean really good, I mean it's solid and it seems to be reliable at the moment. Although obviously that can change. Yeah, and then I'm setting up things with the cryptos, the trading is another idea, and obviously the business stuff. So anyway, all that good stuff's going on. So I'd recommend giving that a little look if if you're kind of a bit like crazy for this knowledge. The other book I'm back on. There's a screenshot of it on the Facebook page if you want to do it. I'm rereading Success Principles. I don't know if that comes across in here, but I'm massively into kind of ways of improving myself. Like around all my life, so the idea of having morning routines, planning your day, having breaks for this, that, and the other, all that kind of good stuff, vision setting, blah blah blah, working towards it. I get really excited about that, so I'm rereading that again, which is wicked. So that's all good. Or I'm re-listening to that. On the other front, I've been doing a few webinars and stuff. I signed up for a book by it's kind of something called like Millionaire Principles or something. And I kind of got stuck in this guy's funnel. Where by that I mean his sales business funnel, which you may or may not know about that kind of stuff. But I kind of started nosing around. I ended up buying this book off him, but then it gave me this free training thing, which is basically talking about how to go about property investment. And surprise, this guy's trying to sell me that. All these things online, by the way, they're always kind of like they give you a bit of value. they're just trying to get you to go a little bit further, which is exactly what I'll be setting up. But they give you something for free, you sign up, you buy something else, they give you something else for free, but they're trying to kind of side sell you, all that kind of stuff. So it's good learning. I'm always trying to pick up the tips, and what's going on around that as well from a kind of business perspective. But anyway, on the property front, I spent about an hour and a half listening to this free training thing. For which I basically came up with three conclusions. You can wholesale, which is basically why you facilitate getting deals on the table. So you're looking for buyers which are kind of sellers which are kind of desperate to sell, really want to sell, can't sell for whatever reason. And then you're meeting them up with, people that want to get these better deals. And, by doing the two, you obviously broker the deal. So there was that level thing, they call that wholesaling. Then there was the fix and flip. So kind of similar thing, but you hang on to it for a bit longer and fix it up. Obviously a lot of people do that or have traditionally done that in the UK. And then, what they call the daddy is that you buy up all this property and you get these residual income streams coming from it. But, that's effectively buy to let, isn't it? So, I mean, it's quite interesting to kind of have quite interesting to kind of contemplate what might be happening in the buy to let market in the UK because, hi, John. All right, mate. The first and only person. Well, thanks. Yeah, but buy to let in the market in the UK is kind of chilling out a little bit. So because of the tax side of it and that and all the rest of it. God, I'm really not used to these. Like, I've got one screen over here with my notes on it. I've got another one with Facebook on it. Another one bloody trying to explain, checking that it's recording. And then I've got the one I'm actually presenting. So it's kind of doing my head a little bit. But we'll see if it works. Buy-to-let market's obviously been pinched a little bit. Taking a step back, I was listening to this investing thing. And I was a bit like, I don't know how to do it. But, I get the concepts. And for me, it's not really a massive thing for me to be kind of getting involved with. Now, on another front, I've been following Rob Moore quite a lot, who's the guy that wrote this. If you haven't read it, I'd read it. It's all about kind of freeing up your time by kind of having multiple partnerships with other people. So the idea that, you get someone else to do it because they're better at it, or maybe they're more cost effective, and it frees you up to be able to do stuff at a much kind of higher level, which is cool. So you can focus on your higher value stuff and not so much on the kind of day-to-day bits and bobs. So I've been loving that. And I also got into one of these webinar things, that's true, it's Facebook Live, and there was a girl in there that was presumably done a JV with Rob. And she's done a course that basically implements all the kind of things he practices and explains how to facilitate all that. And I think that's quite helpful for my life currently, so I have signed up for that. So I'm kind of going through a last minute 2017 learning binge at the moment. Although, to be honest, I've been learning a lot all along. Something which I actually kind of battle with quite a lot is the kind of I'm learning, but am I actually implementing enough? Because I'm well aware I've been learning for the last kind of couple of years. I really need to start taking more action on the doing front, if you like. But I mean, that is, hopefully that will all come together over time. So anyway, that's that bit of that bit. I mentioned that. Yeah, quick one on cryptos. I don't know if you saw that spike the other day. Well, not spike, but there's this big move upwards. My crypto fund went up to about 120%, I think, and then sold off quite a bit. So it's quite interesting what's going on there. I'm seeing, I'm trying to keep an eye on what's going on there. Loads of people saying it could be bubbling. Loads of people saying that there's a long-term view that that cryptos are sound. I pretty much don't doubt that. I fully believe cryptos are sound. And then, underneath that, you've got, is it Bitcoin? Is everyone, is Bitcoin over? And everyone's kind of looking at that, and it's a bit hard to say, really. I've just already got mine invested, and I'm just kind of watching. So that's that. On the trading front, I haven't been trading loads at the moment. I have got one trade open, which we're going to have a quick look at. It's actually an oil trade off of the daily. Here we go. Which is a glorious 6 pips up. I just saw this kind of double sell signal here. I don't know if you can see that on the bottom of the screen. I'll check that you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Well, of course you can see it on the bottom. Can't see the top bit though. yeah, so I only just got into this. I literally just sold it at market, which isn't something I love doing, but I didn't mind the setup at the time, which will probably mean I'll get punched in the head and it'll be game over. But yeah, we've got that short. Other things I'm looking at, let me bring it up here. So we've kind of gone through that. Yeah, so it's just oil at the open at the moment. I've got a few other things I'm keeping an eye on. Euro Aussie, what have I got on there? Euro Aussie, Euro Aussie, Euro Aussie. Where are you? That's Euro, no, Euro CAD. Behave. Euro CAD. Yeah, so I think that could be a sell, which is interesting because obviously CAD moves with oil, so maybe I shouldn't over lever on that. But I've just got it kind of noted. A few kind of trendy continuation things. Now, US 30, I have got an order sitting there waiting on that because you can see it's been trending very nicely on the daily chart here. And then if I flip over to the 4-hour, I have actually got a buy signal there based on one of the strategies I use. So this is trending really nicely here. It is trending really nicely here. The question I ask myself is, markets have a tendency to snap back to moving averages. Yeah? So if you look at the way this market's trending, you know, it's like, yep, fine, but it gets away from it. Like if you look at the 8 EMA, it gets away from it, and it snaps back to it. It gets away from it, snaps back to it. You know, and then eventually it corrects to the what's this one? The 25, is it? Yeah, 25, and then eventually back to the 50. So when I'm actually trading on a lower time frame than this. So once I start seeing it, moving too far away from the moving averages, I do wonder if it's going to correct. And you can see these kind of corrections here, which would bring it down here. But the strategy is the strategy, so I just keep doing that. Really, I've no idea if this is still working. Anyway, I'm just going to keep going and see what actually happens at the end of the video. So yeah, that's that. So that's pretty much the US 30. Silver's been taking a right hammering recently, which isn't good for my ISAs and stuff. So that's trending down very nicely. That's 4-hour. Let's have a look at the weekly. Yeah, not too happy about that. Keep an eye on it. What else have we got? Some new stuff going on. We have got new stuff down here. So the big ones that are standing out, CAD. Yeah, well, I'm in oil, so yeah, CAD interesting there. And then obviously the biggie here on Friday. It seems to be here every week, not every 2 weeks. But yeah, non-farm payrolls on Friday, so we'll have to see how that pans out. Anyway, I'm probably going to leave it there. I've got what have I got coming up in the week? I'm just going to keep doing my trading thing. I've got this course to kind of work my way through now, which will take quite a while. There's another course I'm thinking of doing as well, which I'll update you on if I take action on it. Other than that, oh yeah, actually I'm going up for a big trading meet up on Saturday, which should be excellent. In fact, John that's watching now, I think he's still there. If you are, John, thanks, mate. Trading meet on Saturday, which will be great. The Christmas party for that with our crew, which will be fantastic. Catch up with all the good people. And yeah, other than that, I'll be going to Waitrose after my day job and storming stuff, getting ready for 2018. Something I'm trying to work on is, what I want to do in 2018, really. And that's that. Yeah, cool. All right, safe. There he is. Thanks, buddy. I'm going to leave it there. I hope everyone had fun. I don't know if this Facebook thing works. I'm going to try it for maybe try it to the end of the year or whatever. I'll try it on and off and just see if it works at all. But yeah, other than that, I hope you're all great, fantastic, out there living it. Yeah, see you there, John. Big up, mate. I really appreciate it, actually. I got like 13 minutes of video and just your good self, man. So here's a personal shout to you. But yeah, anyone else that catches it later, come and join John next time. So sorry. Anybody, everyone out there, have fun, have a great time, do your thing, make sure you enjoy it, add value and live the dream. Voila. Now, I have to stop the both now, because some of you are still going to be here. Don't stop it. Got it.